मैत्री भावनु पवित्र झरणु मुझहैया माया करे।
मैत्री भावनु पवित्र झरणु मुझहैया माया करे।
शुभ थाओ सकल विष्णु एवी भावना नित्य रहे।
शुभ थाओ सकल विष्णु एवी भावना नित्य रहे।
गुण थी भरेला गुणी जन देखी हयु मारू नृत्य करे।
हयु मारू नृत्य करे।
हे संतोना चरण कमल मां मुझ जीवन नु अर्घ्य रहे।
मुझ जीवन नु अर्घ्य रहे।
दीन क्रूर ने धर्म विहोणा देखी दिल मां दर्द रहे।
देखी दिल मां दर्द रहे।
करुणा भीनी आँखों माथी अश्रुनो शुभ स्रोत बहे।
अश्रुनो शुभ स्रोत बहे।
मार्ग भूलेला जीवन पथिक ने मार्ग चींधवा उभो रहूं।
मार्ग चींधवा उभो रहूं।
करे उपेक्षा ए मार्गनी तो ए समता चित धरूं।
तोरे समता चित धरूं।
चित्र भानुनी धर्म भावना हइये सब मानव लावे।
हइये सब मानव लावे।
वैर धैर्य ना पाप तजीने मंगल गीतों गावे।
मंगल गीतों गावे। मैत्री भावनु पवित्र झरणु मुझहैया माया करे। शुभ भाव सकल विश्व
sacred stream of amity flow forever in my heart. May the universe prosper, such is my cherished desire. May my heart sing with ecstasy at the sight of the virtuous. May my life be an offering at their feet. May my heart bleed at the sight of the wretched, the cruel, and the poor, and may tears of compassion flow from my eyes. May I always be there to show the path to the pathless wonders of life. Yet if they should not hearken to me, may I abide patiently. May the spirit of goodwill enter into all our hearts. May we all sing together the immortal song of brotherhood, the immortal song of sisterhood, the immortal song.
Take deep breath. Just relax. Have space for yourself. There is no room for self in you. You have crowded yourself with so many demands, so many desires, so many all fantasies. There is no room for self to rest, to relax, to enjoy peace. Take deep breath. We have crowded our heart, our mind with so many imaginative things. There is no space. Space for self to rest. You are fortunate. You have taken time and came from the crowded mind with so many demands just to find out who you are. Before you go to yourself, you have to drop all your mental adjectives, titles, names. They are running around and made you confused. Who you are. And to find God, you go out. Created temples, synagogue, churches, holy places. To find God. When people call you religious, spiritual, because you are visiting all these holy places, and with these people's opinion, you made your belief very solid, like a crazy glue. Nobody can separate you from all these temporary adjectives. Only breath. If you stay with breath, you might come out. Because breath is the first and last partner or essence. You are born because of the breath, and you depart from the world because of the breath. We are nothing but breath. You have everything, but if you don't breathe, everything is gone. But lucky people are they who found what they were searching in their own breath. There is a small couplet in Hindi. तू मुझे न ढूंढ कहीं आस पास में, मैं मिलूं तुझे तेरे ही श्वासों श्वास में. It is a beautiful, meaningful stanza in Hindi. Tu means you. Tu mujhe. It tells that you should not search me here and there. Outside, you cannot find me. If you want to meet me, come home. मैं means me, मैं मिलूं, I will meet you. तेरे ही श्वासों श्वास में, I will meet in your own breath. तू मुझे न ढूंढ कहीं आस पास में, मैं तुझे मिलूं तेरे ही श्वासों श्वास में. Beautiful. And to be with breath. Feel breath. Take breath and oxygen permeates in every part of the body. Whenever you get time, please tune yourself to the breath. And whatsoever you are searching, experience in that peaceful moment of inhale and exhale. What is right, what is good, what is beautiful, you inhale, inhale, take in, take in, take in. What is not good, what is making you heavy, exhale, throw it out. Throw it out because of this outside burden, congestion, crowded. There is no space. Make space. My dear, the seed is in you, it wants to blossom. Nobody believes, even you don't believe, that you are nothing but Paramatma. You are Atma, you are divine. But we don't believe in us. Because we have crowded our mind with ego, name, fame, caste, creed, religious belief, so many barriers. So you don't go to yourself and when you go to yourself, you find blank because you are not used to it. A man in search of God, he went to Greece and he went to the temple of Delphi. The temple of Delphi, imagining that there must be a beautiful statue of God on, but when he went there, he looked into the temple, there is a huge temple, and there was no statue. There was no image. Only there was one sentence. On the wall, it was carved. And the sentence was, know thyself. The temple of Delphi, the huge temple, no statue, no image, no picture. Only know thyself. We are fortunate that we have come here not to take from outside, but to find yourself. And ask the question, why are you not happy with yourself? Because of your belief. I want this, I want that. If I get that, I will be happy. And when you get, then you want to possess. And nobody want to be possessed. Nobody want to be. They feel suffocation. And we are suffocating each other. There is no freedom. And what you call the partner, lover, they watch, my partner, somebody looks towards somebody, the person starts doubting. Why you are talking to that girl so much, and you were wasting time? Why? What was there? Because of our insecurity, we don't allow other people to have their freedom. My friends, one sentence I want to remind you is what matters most. What matters most is to see yourself, who you are. Most what matters is to see and find out who you are. Not because I tell you, not because the scriptures tell you, not because any guru or anybody tells you. You, how you see yourself. When you are alone, sit, question. Don't run away. Ask question. Okay, how you see yourself? What is your image about yourself? Don't bring any God or any image because they are distracting you. You have to be free from all these things just to sit and ask directly how I see myself. That counts. Ultimately, in the end of the journey, the time of departure, only that matters because you have seen yourself, who you are. But till the last day, people don't have time to see who they are. They come and they go without knowing themselves. They know the whole world. They know the so many names. They have the directory of the world. But they don't know. They don't have any glimpse of oneself. Who am I? Who am I? The day, the moment in which you see yourself and say, yes, I have seen now. I made it. I tell you, you made it. I will appreciate that you have made it because you saw yourself, who you are. This is the real vision because not somebody has told you. But you have seen with your own inner eye, third eye, you have seen yourself. This is me. And then you decide, if you don't like, you start changing. Don't be afraid to give up the old thing. Many people say old is gold. Old is not gold, old is sometimes rotten. Yes. Yes. Leave it. And when you see yourself, there are three categories I saw in the world. One is to get, another is to do, third is to be. There are three verbs. One verb is to get. Another is to do. And third is to be. Three levels. To get is animal. I want this, I want that. Getting, how much? The animal is always want to get something. So it is not the form, it is the consciousness. Animal consciousness. Always desire, greed, I want to this. Go on collecting. And you go to the so-called rich people's home, the house is full of all the things. And we say, oh my God, his house was so much furniture, so many good things. But this poor man has crowded the house. Go on collecting, no end to it. Everything will be someday useful. Let me keep it. Yes. A gentleman bought a very fine dress for his wife and gave her. And then this lady, very happy, she put in her cupboard. One day, 2 days, month, 2 months, one day he asked, okay, the dress I bought, why do you not wear? She said, I am keeping it for a good day. When someday some good people come, I will say, this man say, am I not good man? Yeah. Keeping for some good day. Only the good day came when she died. That time they took out and said, this is the day now, a good, because now she will not put in this. She kept it for some good day, something good day. Tomorrow is more important than today. Oh yes. Today is the good day. Because you are alive. You can do it. Every day deposit, my friend, deposit. Every day is a good day. And the day you appreciate, when you wake up your morning in the mind, say, I am alive. I could be what I want to be. I tell you, made the day. The whole day is in your hand. You have freedom to make it or mar it. You can use it or misuse it. The day comes in alive, one day. And then you say, I will not take anything which takes away my day, because I am exchanging my day to get the things. Are the things worth for my day? It's a question. Things will remain, but the day will not come. So keep the day for yourself. Take vacation whenever you get time to. Instead of making it crowded, use the holiday. Sunday, sometime the Muslim get Friday, Jewish people get Saturday, Christian get Sunday. They have one day, but that day they are all kind of things there. When Friday, Juma, and Saturday have, it's a good day for just not to do anything, even not to cook also. In a Jewish tradition, on a Sunday is holiday, but people will keep all their other activity on these days, because that is the one day I am free. We don't keep the day. And when we keep the day, we feel bored with us. Okay, what to do with it? I am sitting here. I am alone. This is the problem. Problem is not happy. तू मने न ढूंढ कहीं आसपास में. This is a very good couplet. Okay, don't go here and there. Don't search. Don't means don't search. मैं तुझे मिलूं तेरे ही श्वासों श्वास में. I can meet you in your own breath. The presence of breath. Very difficult. But if you go on practicing, you will do. Otherwise, how can you come? I can see she came from Detroit all the way to attend the lecture, three, four ladies. Here, they come from the Long Island for 1 hour because they have a quest. Some come from New Jersey or Connecticut. It shows you have the quest. There is a spark in you. And a spark is, so 3 stages. To get is animal. To do is human. I want to do something. Something we have a desire to do something for good. So something good for somebody I can do. So do is human. Get is animal. Do is human. But to be is divine. Just be. And your presence is enough. Just be. But you have to be, because not sit for a few minutes. I am sitting, you start becoming restless. I am sitting, being. What is being? It is not easy to be. Not easy to be. Very difficult. Unless you have your own glimpse, you can't be. But ultimately, you have to be it. The day will come, all activity will be there, and we have to be resting. So this is why always we have to see that the things are there, you will not be able to change. But with your understanding now, your reaction to it will change. You cannot always change circumstances. Nobody can always change circumstances. But you can always change your reaction to them. That is in your hand. Your reaction. How to react to that. Circumstances cannot be changed. Always. Something you change, but not always. But your reaction can always be changed, any time. Watch your reaction. That is the secret. Whenever something happens, how you react, with anger, with greed, with dislike, with being annoyed, or that time you smile. This is the way. You smile at it. So your reaction, now you go to that, how do I react to the situation? In life, challenges come, and then with this understanding, you will be able to change your reaction. That is in your hand now, because you have come to yourself. It is not the world. It is you. Somebody has written very good thing. The flame of your anger, though the flame of your anger you throw on others, but in reality it is the person who is angry is consumed by his own anger. Though the flame of anger or the flame of hate you throw on others, but in reality it is the angry person who is consumed by his own anger. I am thinking that I am angry on you, but that person may not take. But you became angry, you became hateful, you are consumed by your own hate and own anger. So your reaction is not with the anger. Something happened, instead of being angry, let go. But we have a logic. Okay, if I let go, they will do it again. So now I am going to treat with the same way the person has treated me. Let go. It is very difficult. But you can do it. It is not impossible. Human beings have the power to do anything they want to do it. It is very good. Only you have to believe. When I was teaching here in New York College in 1976, college at Purchase, a student used to come. And one day the student came to me and he asked me, "Sir, would you like to come to my home because my mother wants to see you?" And when I said, "Let me find out where you are." So he gave me the card. And it was a big franchise company. And his mother was the president, she was owner. And then I said, "Yes, sir, I will be glad to come if your mother," because I was teaching that time the Indian philosophy and Indian yoga So the mother came to know, so she asked, can your teacher come here? So, behalf of his mother, he extended invitation. I say, yes, I will be glad. So he came, he in his big limousine took me there. I went to Connecticut. And it's a big house. And the car went in there. And I was imagining, because such a big franchise and such a big car and a big house, and the owner of this lady, she was managing the whole franchise. So I went there. In a big hall, big house, there was a big chair, the lady was sitting there. And when I went to close, I found out she was paralyzed. From the childhood, she had a polio, and she was crippled, sitting in the chair. And I did not know how to say, because my imagination, she was a very big lady who was managing and president of such a big franchise. And here I see a helpless lady sitting. And how to say, I use the word sorry, as we used generally that time, okay, I'm sorry to see you. And she laughed. She laughed. And say, sorry for what? She understood. And say, my head and heart are not paralyzed. Wonderful thing. The body is hand is paralyzed, but the heart and head are not paralyzed. So I am taking work from them, and all are working for that. Head and heart. I was really amazed to see that courage of this polio-affected lady. You can call cripple or poor, but she say, I am not poor. My head is good, my heart is good, and all are working. So I order, I keep account, everything. Only my body, but my brain and heart are working well. That I say courage. Once you know, it is very inspiring example what I see. Okay, once you know who you are, you have courage. You don't have the fear, and you are not afraid, or you are not feeling poor me, and not going for sympathy, to get sympathy from people, no. She was my inspiration. And I told Krishna, really you made my day. Your son brought me here. And what I could not learn from a good teacher, I have learned from you. The people ought to know who you are. So, the three stages what I was explaining to you. To get is animal, to do is human, to be is divine. You be what you are. And you experience the divine. And that is what when we breathe, and when we do soham, and breathing we go with, and we become tuned with ourselves, and we experience, yes, I am there. So what you are imagining out, you see inside your realm. So it becomes outside, inside. We go in. So what people say, what you see in, because what was searching outside God, now I found out that God is in me. But I was seeing a reflection of outside in the mirror. But what I saw in the image, what I saw in the statue, what in outside, that was my own image. And we see according to our own background. If we are aware, no, we see better. And the day you see, yes, I am Paramatma, you made it. I am what I was searching. And stay with them. But to maintain, you have to have a company. Because your memory and a mind is very like a mercury. It sleeps. So you need a good company. You need some discipline to have some 1 hour, 2 hour, sit beside you, that you meditate. Otherwise, it is easily go away. And be your friend and say, I will be with myself and I will experience myself and then I will know my worth. And another example I want to give you, very good example. In Pittsburgh, there was a man, Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie, yes. The millionaire, but he was a man, Andrew Carnegie. So much donation, so many libraries, and even university. But what he realized, he wanted to share with his students. So every week he will have 1 hour for anybody who has any question, they can go and talk to him. And he will give 10 minutes to everyone and talk. Andrew Carnegie. And one young man who got double graduate, MA, he went there because he did not get job. And wherever he went, it is over, we want simple person. And he was tired, so he thought, I must commit suicide. What is the use of education? He was tired of himself. So before he thought anything, he said, let me go and I find out Andrew Carnegie. I meet him. So this young man came to Andrew Carnegie. And he was, sit here. He said, made comfortable. Okay, what is your question? Tell me, what is your problem? He said, I don't have a job. I tried everywhere. And wherever I go, they say, you are overqualified. We want simple things. So sometimes I desperately, an idea crosses in my mind to commit suicide. Because now I don't have money. How can I pay my rent? And I am disappointed with so much degree. And Andrew Carnegie said, yes, you don't have money, I can give you money. So he took a checkbook and I wrote $25,000 check. Okay, take it. This young boy was very surprised. He said, 25,000 for what? This man said, I don't have anything to give. Okay, I am giving to buy one thing from you. Because you have 2 kidneys. and you are planning to commit suicide. Somebody is in the need of the kidney. So if you give one kidney, you will get this 25,000. Take it. And you have two kidney. Otherwise also you are committing suicide. So before you commit suicide, why do you not give it? You have this man. He said, wait a minute. I give you another 25. I give you $50,000. In those days. Okay, for what? He says, you have two eyes. So give one eye. Somebody wants retina, and with one eye you will have $50,000 in those days. They take it. This man got up. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You don't need money. No. He realized. He went to a place and they wanted a sweeper who can look after office and clean everything. So he went there and he said, I am ready for this job. He said, what is your qualification? Okay, qualification is not what you want, I will do. I will sweep, I will keep the office clear, I will do menial job. And he accepted very low type of job because now he forgot the ego that I have a double degree, white collar. He was a laborer to sweep the floor. Otherwise people say, oh, I am MA, double degree, how can I sweep the floor? I clean the office. I can be a boy to bring coffee and tea. But in 4 to 5 days, this man cleaned very much. He arranged all the paper and organized. And boss was surprised to see that this man was keeping everything. And the boss had a habit to write small, and collected all the small notes. So instead of, he took all the thing, put in the right way, and made very thing, arranged. And in this way, the same man became very rich man. He got, and then he was in New York. And when he opened the office, he invited Andrew Carnegie to inaugurate. And in 20 years, he reached the top. And Andrew asked, who you are? He said, I want to give you the 50,000 for your coming because you offered me 50,000. That is the same man who wanted to commit suicide. You made me to know my worth. But that is the whole thing. So today our meditation is what matters the most is how you see yourself. That's all. That matters, nothing else. To get is animal. To do is human. To be is divine. 3 stages. Namaste. Shivamastu sarva jagata parahita dirata bhavantu bhutagana dosha prayantu nasham sarvatra sukhi bhavantu loka Shivamastu Sarva Jagata. Let there be blessing to all. Let everyone be engaged in one another's well-being. Let all the weakness, faults be evaporated and be all good, happy, peaceful, and a blissful world. Let my feeling merge with the well-being of all living beings, all spheres. And I should not be caused to anybody's suffering or pain. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, Namaste.